Assalamu alaikum. Hello, Dr. Noor. The name of my novel is The Old Man and the Sea for Ernest Hemingway. Ernest Hemingway was born in Oak Park, Illinois, just outside Chicago in 1899 and died by suicide in Ketchum, Idaho in 1961. He is an American writer who grew up in a middle class environment. His father was a doctor and his mother was a former singer and teacher of music. Hemingway moved to Canada to become a newspaper reporter and then decided to stop being a journalist and write fiction and become a full-time writer. Summary of the novel. The central character is an old Cuban fisherman named Santiago, who has not enough a fish for 18 days. The family of his apprentice Manuel has forced the boy to leave the old fisherman, thought Manuel continues to support him with food and bait. Santiago is a mentor to the boy, who criticized the old man and the life lessons he imparts. Convinced that his luck must change, Santiago takes his skiff for out into the deep water of the Gulf Stream, where he soon hawks against a marlin. With all his great experience and strength, he struggled with the fish for 3 days, admiring its strength, dignity, and faithfulness to its identity. Its destiny is as true as Santiago as a fisherman. He finally reaches the marlin in and lashes it at his boat. However, Santiago's effort goes far enough. Sharks are drawn to the third marlin, and although Santiago managed to kill a few, the sharks ate the fish, leaving behind only its skeleton. After returning to the harbor, the discouraged Santiago goes to his home to sleep. In the meantime, others see the skeleton tied to his boat and are amazed. A concerned Malton is relieved to find Santiago alive, and the two agree to go fishing together. Elements of the novel. In the novel, we have two types of characters: major characters and minor characters. The setting, we have the place and the time. The place in Cuba in the sea, time any day in the night. The conflict between the old man and the marlin in addition to the sharks. The theme, a human's determination to achieve his wishes, hopes, and plans. The major characters. The first major character in our novel is the old man. The hero of this story is an ancient Cuban fisherman, and his name is Santiago. He is more than a hero, he is an extraordinary man. He is a superman, although he is a very old. He has physical strength of a young man and spirit that is absolutely undefeated. Santiago is extraordinary in all aspects. He is goodness, his humbleness, his autumn scars, his encouraged spirit. He shows pride and self-confidence. Also, he shows tenders toward people, especially Manuel, and toward other creatures. His life is bare. All that you can find is poverty and loneliness, yet he is happy and content. He is, as he says about himself, a strange old man. The fisherman is poor, lonely, and old, but he is also a dreamer. Very strong, active, undefeated, optimistic, patient, and brave. The second major character we have Manuel. He has been told by his parents that the old man is unlucky, thought he works to their orders on other boats. He still helps the old man when he returns after unsuccessful fishing. He admires Santiago and he feels sorry for him. He provides food for the expedition, and when Santiago returns, he brings coffee and food, and ointment for the old man's hand. Manuel's love for Santiago is impressive, almost as a son. Manuel is gentle, kind, caring, faithful, and obedient. The third major character we have the fish, a very big strong fish over 5 meters long. The last one we have the sharks. They attack the fish on the way back and eat it. Minor characters, we have three minor characters. The first one, Manuel's parent, the tourist, and the waiter. Point of view. The point of view employed in an old man and the sea is a third person perspective. In other words, the narrator is not a character in the story, but rather takes the form of a bystander of sorts, who relates the events to us without always clarifying how they have come to know about them. Major themes. We have the first one, unity. Hemingway spends a good deal of time drawing connection between Santiago and his natural environment. The fish, birds, and stars are all his brothers or friends. Heroism. What the hero does in face adversity with dignity and grace. Hence, Hemingway's emphasis on self-control and other facts of his idea of manhood. Hemingway's ideal of manhood is nearly inseparable from the ideal of heroism discussed above. To be a man is to behave with honor and dignity. Success. Hemingway draws a distinction between two different types of success: outer material success and inner spiritual success. Worthiness, being heroic and manly are not merely qualities of character which one possesses or doesn't. One must constantly demonstrate one's heroism and malice through action conditioned with dignity. Symbolize the marlin, magnificent and glorious. The marlin symbolizes the ideal of options. In a world in which everything kills everything else in some way, Santiago feels genuinely lucky to find himself matched against a creature that brings out the best in him: his strength and courage, his love and respect. The sharp-nosed shark. The sharp-nosed shark are little more than moving appetites who, who toothlessly and gracefully attack the marlin. An opponents for the old man, they stand in blood contrast to the marlin, which is worthy of Santiago's effort and strength. They symbolize an empty and destructive laws of the universes and attest to the fact that those laws can be transgressed only when equals fight to the death. Because they are both predictors, Santiago went to glory from battling them. The last slide we have favorite quotations. We have three quotations. The first one, but man is not made for death. A man can be destroyed but not defeated. No one should be alone in their old age, he thought. The last one, everything about him was old or except his eyes, and they were the same color as the sea and were cheerful and undefeated. Thanks you for watching.